So today I'm going to talk about pain relief exercises, and then I'll give you some stretches and some trigger point stuff, as well as some strengthening exercises to do, so you can strengthen your back. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a trigger point grid. So the first thing you'll have is generally with lower back is because you're really tight for your hips. So the first one we're going to do is just sort of massage through your hips. You're going to place the grid, or you can use a foam roll, it's up to you. And the idea is to sort of get it just between, just underneath the bony part of your hip and just above your bony part of your leg. And then you'll just sort of sit it in there on your bum. And then you push through there, and then you find the spots that feel really sore. And then you just move the leg up, in, and out. So that way it releases through those through the fascia of your bum, and then you'll find another spot, and then you get through that spot as well. You go through it. Now the other one that you can also do as well is that you get really tight through your hip flexors, and then you can lie on top of that, and then all you're going to do is just sort of massage between the top of your hip again, and then going further down, find a spot that feels quite sore, and then just massaging through your legs as well. And then when you find a spot, you bend the knees throughout that as well. Now, the last one that you'll do is a Mackenzie push-up. So all you'll do is you put your hands beside your hips like this, and then you just gently push up through your lower back. Now, if you do feel any discomfort in your lower back, just lower the range of motion, so that way you can get through it, and you can just hold that as well. But the idea is to get up as high as you can and see if you can relax your bum while you're doing it as well. Okay. Now the strengthening exercises that you can do, generally it's because your bum is weak and your lower back is tight. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a glute exercise to be able to strengthen that. And it's really simple. You just put your hands down on the ground, you squeeze your heels together, and then all you do is just gently lift your feet up off the ground. And so that way your knees are all off the ground as well, and then you lower it back down. And then you'll hold that generally around 10 seconds, but you can hold it longer if you feel you can. And then you hold that, you do that for around 10 repetitions, and then you go back down. The other one you can do to strengthen your glutes is this one here. You've probably seen this one before. Your feet are around a 45-degree, 90-degree angle. And then you lift up off the floor, you draw your navel in toward your spine, and then you hold that squeeze there as well. Now when you get stronger with this, you can take one leg off the ground, and then you drop it down, and then you lift it back up again. Now same deal again, you're looking to do around 10 to 15 repetitions either leg, or just 10 squeezing through. Just squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. And then your final one for your glutes, it's a glute med. So it's going to hit the side there. And you can see what you'll do is you'll see my foot turn out at the bottom there, and I turn my toe out and my knee out at the same time. Just be wary you don't rotate that hip out while you're doing it. And then you just keep going out until you start to feel that burn in your glute, and then you'll stop. Now one more, if you know that your lower back is weak, is just lying down on your tummy, palm facing down, and then you're just going to gently lift up off the floor here, and then just activate your lower back. Now you can keep your hands on the floor just to be able to support your lower back, and then you hold that 10 seconds, and then you rest back down again. Okay, and if you find that relatively easy, you can take your hands off the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades together. One thing I didn't mention is I'm pulling my belly button in towards my spine as well before I lift up. If you do feel like lower back pain, what you can do is you can squeeze your glutes first, pull your belly button in, and then come up as high as you can. You won't go up as high as you did before, but that's okay, as long as you hold that squeeze. And I recommend doing anywhere between 10 and 12 repetitions. And you can do it every second day. You don't want to do it every day, so that way your back starts to build strength over time. And then when you get stronger with that, then you can go into back extensions and so forth. So I hope that helps with your back pain, and good luck.